If you are trying to manifest them back like this person did, lightning fast, and get them coming in lightning fast, do what this girl did. Change her identity, decide she's not that girl anymore, and see him as seeing her as his wife and see him as a whole new version. Do exactly what she did. Okay, guys, let's do the Loz lesson. Okay, so inside the squad is where I take the suggestions, my Subconscious Loz squad, which is my paid group. There is my free group, of course, Subconscious Loz on Facebook. Come and join us. You can come and ask your questions there in the Q&A forum. We put posts in there every few days to really inspire you. We ask you for feedback, your wins, your weekly wins. We drop affirmations. There's lots going on in there daily to help you. But the squad is even more intensive, where I drop a course or a challenge every month. And right now we're doing the Thought Transmission in Love course. We're up to part 4. There's also a part 5 next week. So if you come and join us now, you get the whole course. Plus you'll be there in time for the August challenge. And we're dropping hints this week about what that's going to be. In fact, we're dropping hints on Wednesday. So inside the squad is where I ask questions for these live lessons. And this is this week's suggestion, or today's suggestion. It's quite long. I've been working really hard on changing my self-concept and affirming against my relationship fears, because that's what I teach you. Most recently, I was working on the I am wrong, I do things wrong, something's wrong with me fear. That's mine. Self-concept. And I just decided that I'm not that identity anymore, and SP sees me as his wife. So see what she did there. She identified it, then she decided I'm not that person anymore, and he sees me as wifey now, as his wife. He came back lightning fast. SP came back in lightning fast. It looks like him, but it's a completely different version. Sweet, cuddly, open, loving, etc. So it's the exact same guy. Came in lightning fast as soon as she became a new identity. And listen to her question. My question is, did I select a different version of him, or is he reflecting the internal changes to my self-concept / identity? In this Loz lesson, I'm going to teach you what you're doing when they've changed and what you need to do if they haven't changed. So what she's asking is, did I select a new version of him? Yes. Or is he just reflecting the new version of me? Also yes. So for you to select a new version of him, you've also got to come from a new place of you. So it's very difficult to have a new story of someone, or see a new version, or imagine a new version of someone else if you haven't internally become the new you that would expect and decide you deserve that new version. So every time anybody changes, it's not just because you had a new story about them. It's because you've got a new story of self first, because this is self-concept, and that reflects out, and that creates the new story of them that you now believe, or you now decide on. You don't even have to believe it yet. Now, those of you who say, oh, I just had a new story of him, I just selected a new reality, I just stepped into a new timeline, that's bullshit, okay? You're not just selecting a new timeline or selecting a new version like you're picking them off the grocery shelf, like, bing, I'm picking a new version of you. Because to pick a new version of you, you have to also be the new version of you who would believe you would be with that new version of him. A new version of him could come along, and if you're still coming from the same old shitty, I do things wrong, I fuck things up, there's something wrong with me belief, you won't believe why he's there. You'll even be dumbfounded that it's happened. And I can see there's a bit of dumbfoundedness in this girl's question. That's why she's asking. She almost can't believe it. Now, don't fuck it up by thinking it's too good to be true and I can't really believe this has happened, because that's when they'll go away again. And that's where I come in. I listened to other manifestation coaches before I started this account. I got my SP back, and then I lost him multiple times because I hadn't changed. I had selected the new version of him. I had really imagined the new version of him, yes. And he came back. But then I still got triggered like a bitch, like I was before, from the old version of me that hadn't changed completely. So if this girl isn't careful, what she'll do is she's selected a new version, yes, but she hasn't fully changed completely. And then she'll think she's fucked things up, or she's done something wrong, and then they'll end up fighting and he'll leave again. Or she'll push him away, or they'll get in an argument or something. And that's why I started my whole account, because I realized that everyone else was teaching you, change them, change them, change them. And what I was doing when I was trying to manifest my specific person back when we'd gone on a break, and then manifest them back when we'd fully broken up, was completely putting all my emphasis on him. And even though I understood that you must change yourself first, I really didn't understand that properly. And as soon as I understood that, and as soon as I really got it, that's when I started this account, because I was like, oh my God, if only someone had taught this to me properly, I wouldn't have lost him multiple times and pushed him away multiple times. And I am very, 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 very careful not to push people away now. My old self would be reactionary and push people away and say, fine, go away then. Or this isn't working, see you later. But I try not to do that anymore, because that's my old reaction. Or walking away from a situation that's hurting me. That's my old reaction. Right? And it's like, you're hurting me, I have to leave this situation for me to not feel hurt. Now I go, how am I hurting myself in this situation? What am I thinking about this person, and what am I thinking about myself that's causing this hurt that I'm feeling? It's nothing to do with them. It's me. What in me is causing this? Is there a story I do things wrong and now something else has gone wrong? Or this person isn't showing up treating me well because I don't deserve good treatment? Oh yes, it's me again. It's always me. It's never them. I can't blame them. So what this person's done is she selected, yes, a new version of him, but she's also selected the new version of herself. And read what she wrote. She said, I was deciding that I'm not that identity anymore. Self-concept, I decided I'm not that identity anymore, and that SP sees me as his wife. She was not the identity that was wrong, do things wrong, something's wrong with me. She was the identity that she's right, she does everything right, and there's nothing wrong with her. And that he sees her as wifey, sees him as his wife. If she decided that he only sees her as a girlfriend, or only sees her as friends with benefits, and only sees her as a situationship, or sees her as something casual, or uses her, that's how he would have shown up again. He's sweet, he's cuddly, but he could still be treating her like a situationship. He's cuddly and sweet and loving, but still not committed. He's open and loving and cuddly, like she said, but still not a boyfriend. So she did all the things right. She selected a new version of herself, and she selected a new version of him. The one that had gone right to the end of what she wanted, not just girlfriend, wife. And if you are the wife, you get treated like the wife. And how would you get treated if you're the wife? Sweet, cuddly, open, loving. A different version of him. The version that wasn't like he was before. Because she also wasn't like she was before. She disassociated herself from the old version of self, and she disassociated him from the old version of him. Are you guys getting this? Now, if you're not getting this and you don't understand what you're doing wrong and you can't understand how to actually implement what I'm saying, then I highly, highly recommend you either come and join us for Thought Transmission in Love, happening right now in the squad, and you do parts 1 and 2, where we investigate the thoughts you're still having right now that are causing them to reflect badly, or reflect back to you the relationship you don't want, or cause situationships, or cause friends with benefits, or cause non-commitment, or cause not being prioritized, or whatever it is you're transmitting right now in love. Or if you've been broken up with, or you've broken up with them and you've split up with them and you want to manifest them back, you could also go and do back and begging, and I'll put that here also on my YouTube when this is on YouTube. And that's my fundamental Manifest Them Back course, where we not only change the story of ourselves, we change the story of them, like she did. So we're selecting a new version, like she said, based on the new stories we hold about them, and we are sticking to those new stories. And in that course, I step by step show you how to implement that, and I even give you a recording, a really powerful forgiveness recording to forgive the past and move on from it, so you can honestly believe the new version of them. Even when they come back, you're still believing it's true, and you don't push them away or think it's too good to be true when the new version comes in. Right? The subconscious mind wants to keep me the old version of me. That's a challenge. Bella, you're not special, darling. It's a challenge for everyone. Please don't come in here and be like, oh, it's hard. Guys, so what? How bad do you want this? It's hard for all of us because we've been this for so long. And things will continue to come up for me even now. You ask someone who I had a conversation with this morning, I had to explain to them how my story of I do things wrong, I'm wrong and there's something wrong with me continues to plague me even now, even though I fucking know this. And it takes all my strength for me not to go back to that old version of me, to go back to the old set point of me. It can be very difficult to keep the faith in the new you, to not allow your subconscious to drag you back to the set point it thinks you are. It doesn't like the new version of you. It's decided that that's wrong, that the one it came up with is the right one. Guys, please don't think this is a cakewalk, that this is a walk in the park, that you're just going to switch timelines and bing, everything's going to fucking change. I'm sorry that you've had people lead you up a garden path of confusion and told you, just select a new reality. Select a new reality of him. I mean, good luck to you if you can actually do that. If you can actually wholeheartedly, completely do that, please become a manifestation coach. I know very few people who actually have managed to do that without having some hiccups. I know very few people who truly don't sometimes go back to their old selves when they get triggered. They're mostly the new self, but every now and again, the old self creeps up. And it's your job not to allow it back in. It's your job not to allow the old version of your specific person back in when you start imagining it. I had a whole conversation today where I literally I had two major conversations today with people in my life where I could have pushed them both away and been my old self. And I tried really, really fucking hard not to, because that's my old go-to, is walking away. Pushing people away or walking away. And going, setting a boundary, I'm out. And the people would have been like, okay. What? Only you can decide not to be that person anymore. So in answer to this person's question, yes, you did both. And if you don't continue to be the new version of self, he will leach back in as the old him, because you are the old self again. So watch him transform back to the old him if you don't consistently stay the new you. And watch him go back to the old him if you don't stick with this new story of him. And I know that scares the shit out of some of you, but that's how you guys get them back and then lose them again. I teach you to get them back for good, not just to get them back once and then lose them again. And those of you who say, I've manifested people back multiple times, well done. You've failed multiple times, succeeded, then failed again, then succeeded and failed again at this. Got it? Oh. Why are you chatting to me there in the chat? Just send me a WhatsApp. Someone's sending me a chat rather than WhatsApp. So guys, honestly, you've got to do both. And that's what back and begging is all about. That's what thought transmission and love in my squad is all about right now. You can't just create a new story of them, because the story of them comes from the story of you. Now, those of you who back in the day remember my old lives on my YouTube, and I'll put the playlist here. It's called Live Replays, my TikTok replays. There's a really famous TikTok live called number 24, I think it was, where I talk about the old story and you need to change the old story of you. I think it's number 24. Go back and watch that. I'll put it here. That's when I first started talking about this 4 fucking years ago, when no one else on the fucking interwebs was really deeply discussing this. Go and watch it, because I've been banging on about this for 4 fucking years on TikTok. And if you want a basis about this, go and watch that live. You don't have to do my courses. You can just watch the information I put out for free. My YouTube is full of videos about this. Full of videos about this. And I don't bullshit you. And yes, I love how honest and upfront you are. Thank you, darling. Thank you, Emma. Guys, I'm not going to bullshit you and say that this is easy, or that I am this kind of magical person who never goes back to their old thinking. That is bullshit. And anyone, any coach who acts like they're 100% their new self and never get triggered again are fucking bullshit artists. They're bullshit artists. And they're doing it in order to sell you something. I'm perfect. Be like me. No, bitch, no one's perfect. That's a lie. And you know that's a lie. And you know how I know that's a lie? Because I've seen things that have happened to you during the course of your career that prove that you still go back to the old you occasionally. So no, that's not true. It's very difficult, guys, to not allow the old thoughts to creep in sometimes. And I'm not saying we won't all transform. Of course you will. But occasionally, when something bad happens in the 3D, you can get triggered, of course. And it's your job not to go back to the old self. You understand? So, if you are trying to manifest them back like this person did, lightning fast, and get them coming in lightning fast, do what this girl did. Change her identity, decide she's not that girl anymore, and see him as seeing her as his wife, and see him as a whole new version. Do exactly what she did. Because when you do that and you're deciding on 2 new identities, not just the new identity of him, but the new identity of you, this will happen lightning fast like it did for her. I'm going to go through your YouTube videos today. Oh, good, darling. Now, I also put together a recent list of videos that are really, really crucial to understanding everything I teach. They're my most recent must-watch videos. They're the ones where, like this one will be a must-watch, where I think you will get the most value. So I have created that only this weekend. It's called Must Watch Manifesting Lessons. I will put it here when we go on YouTube. If you can't see it right now because you're on TikTok, go to my YouTube right now. It's a newly created playlist on my homepage with all black thumbnails and must watch stickers. Go and binge watch all of those, or read the titles of the ones you think apply to you. They are my most recent really must watch work. Really in-depth lessons. But the implementation of it happens in the squad. The implementation of it happens in my courses. So if you get to the end of those videos and you think, okay, what now? That's when you go and do back and begging. Or that's when you come and join us in the squad for thought transmission in love. Or that's when you go and get assessed for your hidden self-concept fears in love in Worthy as Fuck for Love. And I'll put that here too, which is my really advanced love course, which assesses you in a blind assessment and shows you what your hidden fears really are, that you don't know you're thinking, that keep coming up, that keep causing patterns in love that you want to end, that you don't want to perpetuate anymore. You understand? They texted me that they love me today. Thank you, Loz. Oh, Yummy, that's wonderful. All right, darling, you did that. All right, guys, do you understand what you need to do to manifest them back and keep them? I hope so. If not, go and watch my recent videos in the must-watch playlist on YouTube. Make sure you subscribe to me over there and you follow me here, and I'll be back soon with a new live, and I'll be posting this on my Subconscious Laws YouTube. And in about half an hour, there's another new must-watch video coming out. It's a really good one about affirmations, so come and join me over there on YouTube, and I'll be in the chat box. Bye, guys. I'll see you soon. Bye.